Okay, today's tutorial is about inserting pictures into your playlist. So we'll start the program up. And you'll notice my desktop interface here and also my display window over here. So what I'm going to do is I've started with a blank playlist. So I'm going to add a program page. And to that program page, I'm going to go to File, Add a File, and it's going to go to the last folder that I opened, but I could browse to anywhere I wanted to. And I'm just going to pick up this boat on a beach photo. So you'll now notice that it's added that file to the program page, and you can see over here that I have my photo appearing there. And just a few things on that photo. You'll notice that it doesn't look too distorted, but it might well be. The aspect ratio might not have fit in exactly. So I can adjust that by moving horizontally with the left and right. So all I'm doing is just positioning my cursor on the edge, or I can do it vertically again by positioning it that way, or I can do it on the corner. So I get a diagonal and then I can move it that way. So I can position that wherever I need to position it. The other thing is, of course, I can actually move that. If I don't want it on the left-hand side, I can move it over to the right or the middle, or just depending wherever I want to. Then to make sure the photo is actually within the bounds, you'll notice over here I have my left and my top. Well, you can see the left is -2. If I move it up there, it's -46 and -5. If I could just take that to 0 and 0, that'll reposition it for me in the right spot. Okay, so there's one photo. So let's have a look at that. When I play it, okay, it looks great, but not terribly exciting. And obviously the transitions are happening. So the transitions are controlled by this area down here. So what I might do is I might add another photo to it. So I'm going to go to the File, Add a File, and I'm going to pick up the palm tree and go Open. Okay, so there's my palm tree. So now if I play that, you'll notice that I have the boat on the beach and the palm tree there, and that'll just keep rotating. So let's try something a little bit more exciting. Let's try putting in some text. So I might just put down the microphone for 2 seconds and add some text. So I'm just going to go Program Page, and I'll do some scrolling text. So there's my scrolling text. Fiji on sale. Come inside for some amazing deals. Now what I might do is I might actually, well, let's play that and see what happens. Okay, my photos are changing. My text is working, my scroll text is working independently. Not bad. So now I might just move that to the bottom. So I can do exactly the same thing. I can drag it to the bottom and I can play that. Now, if I want that scrolling text to appear on top of the photo, it's a matter of adjusting the order that things are played in. So my scrolling text here needs to be moved up. So I can highlight it, move the up arrow. So now it will appear on top of the pictures. And there we go. If I stop that, and I can change the background. So at the moment the background is transparent. I can change it to a normal black background, which is in black in this particular case, and I can play that. And that just makes the text a little bit clearer to read, but obviously now it's affecting my photo. So I might actually go back and rejiggle my photo a little bit. So I need to go to my file here, and this I will now make a little bit smaller. Okay, just a little bit smaller so that it doesn't interfere with the text anymore. So now when I play, the text is in its own little banner and the photos are not being affected by the text. And that's only because I've chosen to have a black background on the text. If I leave it at if I left it at transparent, it would have looked quite good. Okay, we still have this little area over here, so what I might do is I might put some more photos up in that area. So what I need to do is, if I put photos in here, of course it will just keep scrolling them in this area, so I need to start a new file item. So page, file, add file, pick up the waterfall photo. That's a separate item. Now you can see the default is it's put it over there, which, well, let's have a look at that and see what happens. Okay. I think you can see what's kind of happening. We have our waterfall photo and in the background there, and it's staying there. Yeah, the other photos are on top of it. So let's just have a look at that. And that's because of the order that things are played in. Now, first of all, what we need to do here is obviously we need to just change the shape of this. So we'll put it over here, there, and we'll just, I'll highlight that, makes it easier. So I'll move that there and I'll just make it take up that space there alone. Okay, so now when we play that, we now have the photos moving pretty much independently of each other. You'll notice that the effects are the same, so and the timings are the same, so it's looking a little bit like they're not working in completely individually. So what I'll do here is I'll just go down here and I'll leave this at random and I'll leave that exit effect. So I'll leave that one, but I'll change this one and I'll make this one just at once. I'll make it come in very quickly. I'll make it stay there for about, I'll make it exit in about 6 seconds and I'll make it stay there for 10. So that should make it look quite different. So you've got your Fiji on sale, you've got your photos working quite independently, and you can see the waterfall isn't really moving that much because I've made the stay time quite long, so it's going to stay there while the other one moves. And now I could add, if I had another photo, well, what I can do here is I can stop there, I can go to this one here, I can add a file, and I can pick up the palm tree on that one, and we can play that. So now you have some crossover in the photos. Okay. And the last thing I'll do is maybe just add some text just to highlight one more point. So I'm going to go program page. I'm just going to add some simple text and I'm going to type in here, see yourself here, question mark. And I'm going to make that, probably make that white. Okay. And I'm going to, that looks fine. So I'm going to do that. And I'm just going to play that. Now, hopefully I've highlighted a little bit of a problem for you, which is what we saw before. And you can see that my text is not coming up. Now, if I have a look at my playlist, you'll see that the simple text, the see yourself here, is the very last thing on the list. So it is the last layer. So what's basically happening is all the photos are being overlaid on top of it. So, and I've done a spelling mistake here too. So what we need to do is actually move this up in the hierarchy. So again, I just simply move it up in the hierarchy and then play that. And that's exactly what we wanted. Now, maybe not the best choice of color, but you can see now that you have the text up above here, and you have the scrolling text, and then you have the photos all working independently.